They have one system for accounting, another one for sales, another one for inventory, and so on and so forth. It's just a big inefficient mess that takes up too much time and resource. This platform will allow you to optimize processes, drive operational excellence, sell across more channels, and much more. We just started using NetSuite by Oracle. It's a #1 cloud-based business management software that handles every aspect of your business in an easy-to-use cloud platform, giving you the visibility and control you need in order to grow. With NetSuite, you save time, money, and unneeded headaches by managing sales, finance, and accounting, orders, and HR instantly right from your desktop or phone. That's really why NetSuite is the world's #1 cloud business system. And right now, NetSuite is offering you valuable insights with a free guide. It's called the 7 Key Strategies to Grow Your Profits. At netsuite.com/J, that's netsuite.com/J to download your free guide, the 7 Key Strategies to Grow Your Profits. That's such a beautiful point. I love that because I think so many of us can look back and be like, oh, I wasn't encouraged to do what I loved, or it wasn't about my passion, but actually looking at it from the point of view of their work ethic, and they did what they didn't love or they were passionate about.
Exactly.
With so much harder work. Like I said with my mom, it was my mom's birthday yesterday.
I know, I saw.
And you know, when I talk to my mom about it, I'm just like, she has put in so much work, like sacrificed so much. She did stuff she didn't love. She wasn't excited about. She wasn't enthusiastic about. It's not like it was meaningful or purposeful.
To provide for her family.
Totally, yeah.
And you know what's so sad about that? At least for me, I was so embarrassed of my parents growing up. And that makes me sick to my stomach now. I'm embarrassed of that now because my mom, she would walk out wearing like nighties and like movies and come like hang out with my friends. Our house would smell like chicken curry. And I was mortified to have people over because of that. I was like, Mom, like I want you to hide behind the scenes and like all this stuff. They're my #1 fans, my best friends, and I now respect everything they've done for us. And I think that's a part of my goal with like launching this brand too, is like, I really hope kids growing up today realize how incredible parents are.
Yeah.
Everything they give up for us is just so insane and surreal. Like when I think about specifically immigrant parents, I feel like there's just so much that they sacrifice just for the well-being of their families.
Yeah, 100%. That's so true. And I think you've done a good job though, because if anyone follows Deepika on YouTube or Instagram, you'll see that she makes lots of videos with her parents in them, and they are the best videos. Like they're so fun to watch. They're so entertaining. Yeah, your mom is just adorable. And if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend go and follow Deepika on YouTube and Instagram and go check out those videos. Because
Mama Pandu.
Yeah, so I think you've done a good job. I think my mom would love to be one of my videos, and I haven't got there yet.
I was gonna ask.
Well, I want to have her on the podcast.
Okay.
Like that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh my God, that's gonna be epic.
Yeah, it'll be embarrassing though, because my mom is literally my biggest fan too. So even if I try and push her to say stuff about me, I don't know if she's gonna go there. So.
Oh my God, that has to happen like ASAP.
Yeah, we need to do it in London.
Good.
But let's talk about how it all started from at least an external perspective.
Yeah.
And I'd love for you to tell me when you started with it. But it started when you started making YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And your second video went viral.
Did.
That's insane. I don't know many people who can say that. And we live in this social media space and know people in it. Like, I don't know how many people can say their second video went viral.
It was like an out-of-body experience. So I was working on the corporate side of the beauty industry. So I was in the beauty game, just like I had planned, learning about the beauty industry. And I just picked up my iPhone one day and I was like, you know what? I have this like beauty tip. And the core of it, Jay, was like, I have so many of my girlfriends texting me, asking me for beauty advice. And I was like, just go to this YouTube channel and leave me alone. Please, just do it. And so that's literally the like motive of it. It wasn't overthought. I wasn't thinking too much into it. Picked up my iPhone and I just shared a beauty tip that I use to solve a beauty concern in my life. And that was a red lipstick under my eyes to mask dark circles. And because that is my #1 beauty problem right now. And I think a lot of people can relate with that is the dark circles and stuff. I have such an insecurity in my life. And so any way I could find ways to simplify beauty, I took my lipstick and I put it there and it got picked up by BuzzFeed and it just went viral.
That's crazy.
I mean, I woke up and it was like Vogue India, Cosmo UK, Daily Mail, Refinery 29, boom, 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 boom. And before I knew it, it was at 4 million views.
That's insane.
Oh my God, when it hit 4 million views, I got an email from the Today Show and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be the Indian Hoda. I'm quitting my job today and I'm gonna go be someone on the Today Show because that's how it works. That's not how it works.
No.
But I did quit my job that day.
Wow.
I had this like gut feeling in me that this was a moment in my life that I had an opportunity that it was like a 15 minutes, right? And it was like, you can take that 15 minutes and have it just be a moment in your life, or you can take it and build out your dream career.
I love that.
That's what I did.
That's amazing. Like, that's such great advice too, because I feel like it's been really interesting for me whenever I've had moments. They have always given me momentum, and that's what I believe moments are. They give you momentum. Totally. And there've been so many people who've been like, Jay, you realize that's like, you peak now, like that's it. And I'm sure, I don't know what you heard, but it's so easy for people to be like, yeah, that's 15 minutes of fame.
Every day.
And the difference is that you took that and you turned it into something amazing, and it's just continued to grow.
You know what it is? I remember asking myself the same question. Right out of college, I had a job, and I left it to go to New York City. And the question I asked myself was, what's the worst thing that could happen? And to me, the worst thing was not taking the risk and always wondering what if.
Yes.
Always. And I knew that if I didn't just take this leap, like, people, for me, I always knew I had another option. I could go to business school. I could go get another job at a beauty brand. But when in life do you have, at that point, 10 million people watching a video about you as a beauty kind of like expert or authority in this space? And so I was like, you know what? I have to go for this. And I actually didn't tell my parents. I just quit my job because I know their mindset.
You were in Texas at this time, right?
Oh my God, I was in New York. I was in New York. Okay. But I just, in my brain, they would be worried to their core. And oh my God, I have to share this because it was so funny. I remember going home that weekend because I was in my brain, the emoji with like it just like bursting out. That's how I felt. I was like, what now? How am I paying my next paycheck? Like, what's gonna happen? I had no idea. So I was like, I'm just gonna go home for a weekend, hang out with my family, not tell them anything, but just rest my mind and kind of gather my thoughts. Of course, through the Indian grapevine, my dad found out that I had quit my job. It was like my cousin told his dad, who was my dad's brother. And oh my gosh, I was sitting on the couch. We were probably watching some like Hindi movie or something. And my dad was like, come into the study. I literally thought he was gonna like take me to India, get me an arranged marriage. My life was over. I had all these like visions, and I walk in there and my dad, he hands me a check. And this is when I start to cry. I'm like tearing up, and he's like, don't think of this as me giving my daughter money. Think of this as me investing in a business I believe in.
Wow. Like, wow, that is amazing. That's like That is beautiful. That's so nice.
Yeah. And you know what it is like me from a pride perspective, I tore up the check and I handed it to him, and I was like, you saying what you just said to me. And that sort of like, just him, like, he was terrified. I know my father, he was terrified that I had quit my job, but he knew how much that mattered to me. And that was all the fuel I needed to keep going. Wow. 100%.
I love that. I can't wait to see that in a movie. That's like such a like movie moment, like just.
Is it a Bollywood movie?
Could be. I don't know if you want to do a Bollywood movie. But
I don't.
Yeah. But it's such a, as in genuine, I'm not taking away any of the energy from that moment. I just mean like that is incredible. Like that's such a, I want to hear, and I know we have conversations like this all the time. And so anyone who's listening or watching right now, me and Deepika talk about philosophy and thought and wisdom all the time. So I know that you're very reflective and introspective in the way you kind of go about life, and everything's very intentional and focused. Take it back for someone. Let's say there's someone who's listening or watching right now and they haven't had that 10 million moment yet, right? They've not had that moment.
Yeah.
Talk to me about what would be some of your thoughts for them as to how they work towards getting to the point, not the 10 million moment, because I don't think that's the important thing here,